Hey guys, what is up? Tasman Hart here. Welcome back to my movie review. And today, here is my review for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. So, the Super Mario Galaxy movie is a sequel to the 2023 smash hit film, The Super Mario Brothers movie. And of course, after that movie became a massive box office success and made over $1 billion, they just, of course, we're about to get a sequel, and now the sequel is the Super Mario Galaxy movie. And the plot of this movie is that excuse me, sorry about that, guys. The plot of this movie is that it follows Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Yoshi as they journey into space to rescue Princess Rosalina, who has been kidnapped by Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr. plans to drain her power to build a universe, destroying weapons and free his destruction father, Bowser. Yeah, the Super Mario Galaxy movie, and I was actually really looking forward to seeing this movie. Seeing the trailers, the movie does look like it could be a lot of fun. You know, I was ready to see it. And I was like, okay, and I was like, yeah, this could look like it could be a lot of fun. And if you guys saw my reviews for Super Mario Galaxy games, my game reviews for this both Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2, I love both these games. So if you want to go check it out, just I have it on the videos on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. So if you want to check it out, go ahead and check it out if you want. If you're interested in watching my review of it. Okay, sorry, I gotta speak up really good, guys. So here it is. If you guys want to know my thoughts on the first Mario movie, which is the Super Mario Brothers movie, I really enjoyed that movie very much. Like, I'm not gonna act like it's an amazing film. Like, it's not really a great film. Like, but it is a fun movie and for what it is, and a very entertaining video game movie. And of course, I own this movie on Blu-ray right here. Yeah. Yeah, like it does have issues, like the plot not being the greatest. But as a popcorn entertainment, this movie is just a really fun movie. You know, it has good animation, good voice acting, and you know a really awesome world building for all the Nintendo characters. And yeah, and I thought this movie does a really good job for um, showing a lot of the scenes that remind us of the games. And while it doesn't really have the best plot, it's still a fun movie for what it is, and you know it's just a really good popcorn movie in my opinion. So I was really curious about how they're going to do a sequel, and I've been hearing this movie is getting a lot of divisive reactions. For like some people really love it, like it or love it, that they had a great time. This is a fun film, and some people actually just thought it was a um, lazy fan service in your face type movie. And honestly, I don't agree with both because I always had to have my own opinion about how I think about the movie. You know, some people love it, great. Some people hate it. That's okay. But if you guys want to know my thoughts on the movie, I saw this movie in theaters. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I had a good time with this movie. Now, is this movie great? No. But I actually think the Super Mario Galaxy movie is a lot of fun. I thought it was a really fun and a really entertaining and a very enjoyable sequel to the Super Mario Brothers movie. And despite its flaws, which I will talk about in a minute, I I actually had a good time with this movie. And I'll tell you why. But I will say this: I do prefer the Super Mario Brothers movie just a lot more than this film. With that said, I had a good time with this movie. So the positives of this movie is that give me a minute. I gotta look at the cast. Of course, there's all right. Yeah, the positive of this movie, the positive for the Super Mario Galaxy movie is that the cast is really great. Like most of the voice acting is really great. Like including Chris Pratt as Mario, Charlie Day as Luigi, Jack Black as Browser, and of course Anna Taylor Joy as Princess Peach, and Keegan Michael Key as Toad, and many other voice actors all give out amazing vocal performances. And of course, Brie Larson, who is Rosalina, who does a really great job playing her character, and as well as Donald Glover, who plays Yoshi, and like he doesn't really talk, but he actually does like the Yoshi sound, and the way he portrays his character is really great. And Donald Glover does a really great job playing Yoshi, and of course, Benny Sadi, sorry I can't pronounce his last name, but Benny Safdie as Browser Jr. was really great. Like he sounds like he's having a lot of fun playing this character, and he actually fits that voice. And yeah, it's really cool to see Browser Jr. on screen. And even like Browser and Browser Jr. Like father like son type of characters, and knowing they're both villains, it's really fun to watch. It's really crazy, but it's really fun to watch. And of course, is Glenn Powell, who actually, believe it or not, guys, he was a voice of Fox McCloud from the Star Fox games. He was really great as the character, and he actually fits that voice as Fox McCloud. Like, to me, in my opinion, I really don't really think this character is needed, because the character is only from the Star Fox games, or even the Smash Brothers games, but he's not really from the Super Mario Galaxy games. Like, I get they're trying to set up like potential like the cinematic universe, but honestly, I don't know if he's actually needed. But with that said, I'm actually happy he appears on screen, and I thought he was really fun to watch, and Glenn Powell was really amazing as Fox McCloud, and yeah, Fox is actually the best thing about the movie. This movie also has really amazing animation. Like the animation in the Super Mario Galaxy movie, just like the first film, was absolutely colorful. It's very vibrant. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Like it looks like you're into that world. And how they animate all these Nintendo characters and its world, like the Princess Peach castle, the galaxies, and the cities, and the planets, and all that stuff. It looks amazing. Like whoever did the animator, whoever the animators did, they knocked it out of the park with this animation, and it does look. The animation still looks good to this day, and it still looks really great on the big screen. And and also, not to mention the character designs. Like I kind of yeah the characters do look really great with their designs. They look a lot like the games, the characters from the games, and what they did with these characters, they actually know how to do these characters, and they look really good in this movie. Yeah, they look really great in this movie. Yeah, sorry I can't really speak up, Gray. I'm trying my best, but it's just because I'm getting ready to put out a review for you guys. So here it goes. All right. Their journey is actually a lot of fun. Seeing Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi, and how they went to different adventures, and with the other adventure, which is Peach and Toad, when they do these two separate groups to go on their journeys to find each other, it's a lot of fun to watch. And how they deal with it is just really, really good. Now, the writing could have been better. I'll say that. Like the plot, this is why I'll get to the flaws in a minute. But it was okay for what they did. I'm not gonna act like it's great, but it was just okay. I just wish it could have been better. But with that said, the journey is a lot of fun. The action scenes were exciting to watch. Like especially with the climax, which are really insane, and especially even like the second act of the movie where Mario and Luigi and Yoshi had to fight Bowser Jr. and trying to get his father back is that was actually a really good action scene. I'm not gonna excuse me. I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, some of the action scenes are really fun to watch. And even the climax, which I promise no spoilers by the way, but the climax is a lot of fun. And this movie also has some really good comedy as well. Like especially the scene when Yoshi tells his backstory, thinks about his backstory about well I don't know if, yeah, like when he thinks about his backstory, he actually walks by himself through the cities, and I thought that was actually really funny and and really messed up too. Like, and knowing that all the people are chasing him and like ah! And also, um, oh yeah, and some of the Easter eggs. Now, I got some criticisms I'll get to in a minute, but some of the Easter eggs how they showed in this movie were actually really good, and I can understand why they had to reference in the film. Like there's a lot of Easter eggs. Like there's a lot of Easter eggs. Like there's a couple of them I would keep, like, which is are okay, and those are the references that are from the Super Mario Galaxy games. I would keep that because those I thought did fine. Nothing anything that can blow my mind, but those I can say they do a fine job. But yeah, what they do with some of the Easter eggs, how in this movie is actually really cool. It's very unique. It actually looks like it looks like you're in that world with full of Easter eggs, and how they did with it is just really cool to watch. And yeah, and also the direction is actually pretty solid, and it does have some really solid editing, and it was and for a movie being an hour and 39 minutes for its pacing, it is decently paced. I'll say that, but there is some pacing I have to get to in a minute. So, but yeah, I know I already told you about what that I will there are some things I will get to my flaws in a minute, but I'll talk about that in a minute. And also, yeah, and also the ending of this movie. Well, actually, okay. Before the mid credit scenes and post credit scenes, stay with the mid credit scenes and the post credit scenes because you're gonna lose your mind. No spoilers, by the way, but guys, if you guys are gonna go see this movie, stay with the mid credit scene and stay with the post credit scene as well too. Oh yeah, and it's not to mention seeing Wart in this movie. He's not in the movie all that much, but it's really cool to see him in this movie. You know, the King Frog character. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the character. Yeah, but yeah, it's really cool to see him in this movie. But yeah, like I said, stay with the mid credit scene and the post credit scene after this movie is done. Before you leave out the theater because you're gonna see what might happen. Now, even though I really enjoyed this movie, I had a really good time with this movie, guys. I really do enjoy the Super Mario Galaxy movie. But, and this is a big but, it is a very flawed movie. Yeah, and I hate saying this because I really want this movie to be great. This movie could have been something awesome. Like this could have been a really awesome movie. But unfortunately, knowing with all the harsh reality that's been going on right now, which I that would be on my if you guys are to let you know, coming this Friday, this is gonna be something I'm gonna make a video about, and that has to do with the discourse that's been going on. So stay tuned for that. That'll be coming this Friday. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about what some of the things I have problems. I'm gonna talk about the problems I have for this movie. So I'm just gonna now I'm not gonna say a whole lot of flaws. I'm just gonna say a couple of flaws for this movie. The biggest flaw is the story. I wasn't a fan the way the story is structured. Now, is the writing bad? No, the writing is not really bad. It was okay. Like I said, the writing is decent. Like they did, some of the writers did their job they could for one to come up with a very entertaining story. But I felt like the story and I had to agree on this. It feels a little bit thin. Like I don't know what it is. Like if it's like style over substance or whatever. Like I have a feeling there's just like focus on a lot of the Easter eggs in this movie more so than the actual story. And the story, how it's structured, kind of felt very safe. Like and I don't usually have a problem for things to be safe, but but with this movie, the plot of this movie just kind of felt like it was just a bit rushed, and it just felt like it was just it just felt very bloated. That it was just okay, there are some moments that are fine, but what their and even their journey is fine. But some of the plot, what they did with this movie, just wasn't really as great as I was hoping it would be. I don't know. Maybe it's because that it has to do with with awesome style but no story. That's just kind of like why I wasn't really a fan of what the way the story was structured. Also, the pacing. I wasn't really a fan of the pacing. I felt like some of the pacing in this movie felt very rushed. Like this is a very rushed feel of a movie. Like, okay, some of the pacing in this movie is fine in certain scenes, but when it comes to the other scenes, some of the pacing felt very rushed, and I just wish they could have slowed down what they're doing. But yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the positives. Brian Tyler's musical score in this movie is absolutely fantastic. Just like the first film, his score in this movie was really as good as the first film. Okay, back to the flaws. The flaws in this movie is like how I explained why I wasn't really crazy about the story. I also wasn't really too crazy about its pacing either. Like the pacing in this movie just felt very rushed, and that was I just felt like they just got way too fast paced with this movie. And here's the thing: I usually don't have a problem with fast pace in films, but and some of the pacing, some of the fast pace in this movie is fine, but there are some that just felt very rushed and just got way too wacky and way too crazy. And that's honestly, that's just very distracting. And speaking of distracting, is some of the Easter eggs they showed in this movie. Honestly, here's the thing: I don't have a problem for member berries as long as it's like done okay, as long as it's subtle. For okay, I'm gonna set up straight. Here's the thing, guys. I don't have a problem for member berries as long if it's the right way to show it in the movie while you're going to focus on the story. But you can't really just like add member berries just for the sake of it. Okay, that's not how making a movie works. And like when you're trying to add like Easter eggs and some of the references that we know from the games, and when you're trying to do it like a couple more and more and more times, which I won't say what it is, but when you're trying to do it more and more times, honestly, it just gets really distracting, and that's just one of the biggest disappointment about this movie is that they rely way too many on Easter eggs. Some I can keep, but some I would have leave without. Like I would have leave without them, and I would have just leave the Easter eggs just in a subtle way. Just do it in a subtle way, and like if you want to show it, that's fine, but don't just try to show it and just like shove it down our memories or shove it down our throats. Like that's not really okay, guys. Making good movies, good stories, and good characters matter. Okay. And also also another flaw of this movie, not all the jokes land. Like not to say that all the jokes were bad. Like some of the jokes I just thought were just they're just kind of there. And also, it isn't like a movie made for kids, and it's also made for fans. And like, yeah, like here's the thing, guys. you can make a movie that's made for kids and made for fans. That's fine. But what would be the right way you can do it is make something really good, make it entertaining, good stories, good characters, and make it appeal to everybody so they can enjoy it. Like that's what movies matter, guys. That you gotta like make movies that have to matter of what heart and soul is. You know, and also and speaking of which, that is the name that I'll be discussing on my next video that's coming on this Friday. But yeah, I thought that was like when you're doing like a movie that's made for kids and or for the fans, that's fine. But what matters is that making movies has to have a heart and soul. Okay, that makes it a lot more sense. Sorry, I can't speak up that great, but yeah, making movies has to have a lot of hearts and soul. And I gotta say, guys, this movie, I mean, it can had some heart, but not like a whole lot. But yeah, and also also the ending in this movie. I gotta be honest, guys. No spoilers, by the way, but I wasn't really too crazy about the way it ended. Not talking about like the mid credit scenes or post credit scenes, but the way it ended before the credits roll up. And I gotta be honest, the ending I thought it was very rushed. And while it would I would have been okay with that ending, but but I would have been okay if it wasn't for the rush pacing. So yeah, that's actually the another disappointment I have for this movie. Despite that, guys, despite this movie had its flaws, I really enjoyed this movie. I had a really good time watching the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I think it's a very fun movie for the whole families, and I think kids and even like the a lot of the people and even like the fans will definitely have a good time with this movie. They'll actually enjoy it. They'll have a different opinions on it, whether they like it or didn't like it, and that's perfectly fine. You'll have your own opinion, and I think it's a really fun movie, a very solid sequel to the first film, and a really entertaining popcorn movie. And I think this is just a really fun popcorn movie for what it is, despite its flaws. Do I wish it could have been better? Absolutely. I wish this movie could have been better. And as much I don't love this movie as I wanted to, I still had a good time. And I would be curious about the next Mario movies. I don't know if they're gonna get any better. I doubt it will be, but maybe they could have a redemption. We'll see. But we'll see how it turns out. But no one, and this movie is actually doing successful at the box office, so maybe the next ones could deliver. I don't know, but I have a feeling it may not be great, but we'll see. Like I doubt it would be really great, but we'll see how it turns out. With that said, I had a good time with the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I thought the movie was a blast. It's entertaining, and it's a fun popcorn movie. And it's a solid sequel to the first film, which I do prefer the first film. Even despite the first film had its issues, I still think the first movie is a better movie. And the sequel is actually the same thing as well, which is a very flawed movie, but a really entertaining film. So yeah, overall, my overall rating for the Super Mario Galaxy movie, I'm going to give this movie a 7 out of 10, and my grade, a solid B. So yeah, just don't expect this movie. Go see this movie if you want to. Go see this movie in theaters or watch it at home. Wait until streaming if you can. Because I believe some of you guys that really love Mario, that love the Mario games like I do, and if you really enjoyed the first film like I did, you'll definitely have a good time with this movie. If you really do, go see it. Go see it. I think it's definitely worth seeing. And just don't expect this movie to be like the greatest movie ever, like the best movie ever. Just expected a movie to be as entertaining as it is, and give your different opinions on the movie, whether you like it or didn't like it. Just let me know your thoughts on it. But for me, I had a really good time with the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Despite its flaws, it's a very fun and a very entertaining movie for what it is. So yeah, that's my review for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I hope you guys really enjoy my review, and if you do, hit like if you can, and let me know what are your thoughts on it. Did you see the movie? Are you gonna go see the movie? Let me know below. And I will be coming tomorrow. I will be doing my trailer reactions for Coyote versus Acme and Clayface. And I will be returning tomorrow. And I hope you guys have a good day. And I'll see you guys later.